I would like to start out by reading a poem titled Stereotyping by Jamie Pierce. You can't classify me, you can't label me on a list, or tie me up and put me in your pretty black box. I'm original. You've never seen anything like me before. I broke the mold. I'm a new creation. You can't place me in a group. I don't belong. I'm an individual. I set the trend. I don't fit in your pretty misconceptions. I don't follow your rules. Instead, I break them. I am my own person. I am not your typical teen. Stereotype someone else. The reason I would like to talk to you about stereotyping, I'm sure is obvious to most of you. I've had to deal with being judged, not by who I am or what my purpose is for my life, but by preconceived ideas of what kind of a person I must be because of my appearance. Stereotyping overlooks the individual, and it can form hatred or fear. It can influence our perceptions of others and ourselves. Over time, our perceptions can even seem to be reality rather than representation. I would like to go over the following: definitions of stereotyping, examples of stereotyping, and ways to overcome stereotyping. According to the University of Colorado training program titled Inaccurate and Overtly Hostile Stereotypes, stereotypes are generalizations or assumptions that people make about characteristics of all members of a group based on an image, often wrong, about what people in that group are like. According to the Government of Saskatchewan online training program, stereotyping is a fixed or conventional notion or conception, as of a group or idea, held by a number of people allowing for no individuality. Next, I would like to discuss some examples of stereotyping, also stated by the Government of Saskatchewan online training program. Number 1, how many blondes does it take to screw in a light bulb? Number 2, act like a man. Number 3, assume you're walking down the street and notice a storefront window has been broken. You look around the crowd and you notice an elderly couple, 3 teen skaters, and a mom and a small child. Who do you think would be automatically associated with that vandalism? Now suppose you looked around that same crowd and you saw a group of white teens and a group of native teens. Number 5, boys will be boys. These are types of stereotypes related to youth, race, and gender. Now I would like to compare and contrast 2 people who would be stereotyped differently than their appearance would define. The scary guy. This man's entire body is covered in tattoos, he has multiple piercings, and he's huge in stature. Yet his sole mission in life, according to his mission statement, is the total elimination of hate, violence, and prejudice worldwide. Since 1998, he has worked with over 7 million people around the world promoting peace through teaching of love, acceptance of all people. According to the Law Library, Ted Bundy did not fit the stereotype of a murderer, yet he was responsible for one of the most gruesome and notorious killing sprees in American history. Ted Bundy was handsome and charming and lured dozens of unsuspecting women to their deaths. Next, I would like to discuss how we can overcome stereotyping. Gail Rhodes, the University of Louisville Smart Student Workbook, adapted an excerpt from Multicultural Relations on Campus titled A Personal Growth Approach. She discusses several tips involved in overcoming stereotyping. Becoming aware of your own stereotyping process, you have a better chance of overcoming your reliance on stereotyping. Contact is the key. When you know someone from a particular minority group as a person, you have made the first step in overcoming the stereotyping of that person. You also have to allow your relationship with an individual or knowledge of individuals to affect the way you think, feel, behave, and make decisions about people in that group. In conclusion, I would like to summarize my speech by reviewing my main points. Stereotyping overlooks the individual, can even seem to be reality over time. There are many forms of stereotyping, from youth, gender, race, and even physical appearance. Looking within yourself, making contact, and forming relationships with groups helps us to overcome stereotyping. And I would like to close with a call to action for all of us. We need to allow ourselves to see the real person, not a perception. We need to grow in our knowledge of how we as individuals stereotype others. And we need to seek out other groups in order to gain knowledge of the individual and let it affect how we feel, behave, and make decisions about that person.